in this video we are going to learn how to deploy a Three.js project on GitHub Pages. And what I'm going to do is to create the whole project from scratch so that I make sure that nothing gets in the way. Alright, so let's create a new file, index.html, and this is just basic stuff that we do, like doc, and then I'm just going to give the title as GitHub Pages deployment, and I'll just add Three.js just in case. Cool. And let's go to, and then in the body tag we have the canvas, and we'll call this WebGL script type equals due, and source is equal to index.js. Cool. And now let's create index.js. Okay, most of the heavy lifting will be done over here. So what I'm going to do now is to just import Three.js star as 3 from, okay, so this is a link, the CDN link from 3 0.127.0, then build, then 3.module.js. okay, and yeah, that's basically all that we need for now. Okay, now let's go to canvas. Let's get that canvas element document. What's wrong with me? Document dot query selector, then dot WebGL, and then RC. Scene. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to write some boilerplate code. Let's define the sizes variable. Okay. On the camera. Okay. Image. Right. Then let's go animal. Okay, so we're done with the boilerplate code, and now I'm just going to get a cube ASAP. So for that, we have to get the geometry first. Um, this will be a box geometry with the size 1 across all, height, width, and length. And now I'll get the material. Mesh basic material. Zero XX. Okay. Okay, so I'll just have a green. Yeah, I'll just have a green material, and because I want my cube to have a a green color. And now let's define the mesh. Oh, sorry, 3.mesh capital geometry material. There you go. And then just add the mesh to the scene. All right, so we have a basic scene ready, and hopefully everything looks good. And let's go to index.html, right click, and then open with live server. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing showing over here. So let's Control Shift and I and go into the inspect window. So there's some problem with index.js in the 11th line. Oh yeah, this should be new. Okay, most probably this is it. It's not a constructor 24. Ah, is it GL WebGL? Oh yeah, WebGL. Alright. Okay, great. So it's working, right? Now we have um, the cube, and now we want to deploy this to GitHub. How are we going to do that? So first things first, let's go to terminal and then do npm init, and then you can change all this later on as well. So I'm just going to just enter, and that's it. Yeah. Now this creates a package.json file, right? And now what you want to do is npm install gh pages. Ah, did I? Oh, okay. So now what you want to do is npm install gh pages. So let that install. Okay. So as you can see, this has added a dependencies. It has added the GH pages dependency, and this is just a package that I've just installed via npm, and you can see the node modules getting created. Okay. All right. Now what I'm going to do is, so over here in scripts, I'm going to create another property called deploy, and this should be gh pages dist. Now dist over here is a directory that we'll create. So let's go ahead and do that. Dist. Okay. Now what we want to do is we take these two files and we put it inside dist. So we have basically just transferred the file into the dist directory. Okay. Once that is done, let's go back into our browser. And this is pretty much expected because index.html, right? If we put dist index.html, then it's working fine. And it makes sense. So now what I'm going to do is go to GitHub, create a new repository. And I'm going to name this Three.js GitHub Pages deployment. Okay, I'm going to keep this private. and create this repository. Okay. And now we're just going to do the steps that are given already over here, right? Now jump back into VS Code. Here in the terminal, I'm just going to clear everything out. Just going to expand this a bit. And then right here, git init. And then take this line and add it over here. Git remote add origin. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is create a new file called .gitignore and just include node modules over here. So node modules like that. And what this does is that when you're pushing this whole project into GitHub, you don't need to push node modules at all. Okay? Alright. So we are going to ignore node modules and we are not going to push it into our repository because it contains so many different files and it's not really required. And now over here in the terminal, I'm going to do git add dot. Okay, so everything got added, and let's do a commit. So I'm just going to say it first commit. Okay, and then just push it to our master branch. Okay, so if you jump back into our browser and refresh this page, you see everything is over here, right? Now what we're going to do is we are going to create a new branch called GH Pages. Okay, so the GH Pages branch is created. We are in the GH Pages branch, and I'll jump back into VS Code. Let me clear out the terminal once again, and then run npm run deploy. And what this does is that everything inside the disk folder gets pushed to the GH Pages branch. And now once it says published, if you go back into your repository and refresh the page, you see this is how it looks. Now go into settings, go into pages, and you see your site is ready to be published at this link. Now after some time, this will be green. So you keep refreshing the page, and at some point of time it'll, just give it some time and it'll become green. And then you can access the whole project in this link. And then you can just open this link. Okay. Okay, so now you can see your site is published at this link. Let's open it. As you can see, the Three.js, the project that we created over here, this was our local server. And this is a public URL that can be shared with everyone. And you can see that it is working fine. So that's how you deploy a Three.js project to GitHub Pages. I hope that was clear. So hopefully this video was useful. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And for me to continue making such content, please hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.